nigga. Where's my 40 ounce at?
Do they really have 40 ounces still?
They still got 40 ounces.
Are they plastic?
Yes. Well,
That ain't the same.
there's some that are still glass, but certain companies make plastic. But like OE is in plastic now, and I don't think it's full 40 ounces. I think they took it to like, I don't even know. That's something I can look up.
All right. What up, peeps?
What up, bro?
This is the shit shows. I'm Craig.
I'm Nick.
What up? What up? It's Miguel.
And we're here for the next hour to elaborate and speak truths.
You can't even spell elaborate.
It's got an E in it. I know that. And I think an L. Anyways. So, this is our real first episode. We had a trial run, and it wasn't too bad. What'd you think, Nick?
It wasn't bad. We've had some funny stuff we found out, but we learned a lot about what we should and shouldn't do and how we're going to get better at this or that. Speak clear into the microphones. Enunciate.
Stop breathing.
Stop breathing so heavy.
Enunciate. That's hard for some people.
It's hard when
It
you
is.
I've got a big tongue, little mouth.
We have big lips.
It's hard for me.
They do.
Where they at?
Oh,
Yikes.
the ones on top or on bottom. There we go.
Yeah, somebody. I'm just going to have to stay on that. That's my fault. I'll take that.
Love it. So, I mean, what'd you think about our little first trial run, Michael?
It was cool. I think that we had a lot to work at, but we have to just remember that we're two dummies that are just trying to do this, and it's going to take a while. But the goal is to be funny and listen to each other and laugh.
Yeah, I put the word out there to, we we got our own website now, a web page, Facebook page.
We're accepting sponsors.
What is our official domain web page, or has that been established?
It is Nick at theshitshows.com. Mike.
That's the emails, correct?
Yeah, and that's the domain.
Okay.
The shit shows is the domain, I believe.
Shows.
I believe that's what a domain is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the shit shows or shit shows?
It's the shit shows.
The shit shows.
With an S at the end.
Gotcha.
See,
Just had to clarify.
The audience is going to learn real quick. I'm going to say this a whole lot with Nick. Look at your phone.
What are you saying? I shouldn't ask that. I should look at my phone.
Well, I mean, it's in there. Anyways,
I'm gonna throw something.
ting with your little.
I know what not to call
with your
it
little
now.
wand. anyways. So I mean, I thought it was a good trial run.
That was good. I liked it. I had fun.
We
I
laughed.
enjoyed listening to it.
Oh, after editing it, I was rolling.
Yeah.
It was probably the funniest thing I'd ever heard, and knowing we have a lot more bits than that on any given day. That was just a dry run.
Yeah.
But
There's a lot more bits.
there's a lot more bits.
There's a lot of stories. They'll eventually come out.
Oh.
They won't make sense to a lot of people, but they're funny enough to where even if you don't know what's going on, you're going to laugh your ass off. So,
Oh, of course. So,
the majority of them involve Craig.
well, that's why it's called the shit shows. So we have, OJ died today.
Yeah. He
Holy
gone.
crap! What?
He
Yeah,
gone.
Him and his wife are back together.
Gosh, dang!
They're not, because he's
That did not take you long.
He's going down south. He's
Are
not going
we
up
sure
there.
about that? The gloves
Yeah.
don't fit. You must have quit.
That doesn't mean you're not going to hell for it.
Listen. A jury may have found him innocent,
Well, I
but
mean,
the man upstairs said otherwise.
he did write a book that said I did do it.
No, he said if I did do it,
Oh, okay. Still,
which is still in that.
Not
Did
saying
you-
I did it, but
did
if
you
I
read the
did,
book?
let me
Here's
give you some
what-
details.
This is the way I would have did it.
I mean, what did he die of natural causes?
Cancer.
Cancer.
Ooh, yeah, that's karma.
And he just posted a video. It was weird because he just posted a video, I'm going to say like 2 weeks ago. He didn't look bad. He was talking. He talked about he had some health issues. He didn't say anything about cancer. But he was like, I'll be back on the golf course before you know it, blah, blah, blah. And he gone.
Well, at least he didn't go out like Eazy-E, right?
Well, we don't know that. I mean, in that 2 weeks, you could, with cancer, that could take you.
Well, I mean, I was talking about the whole AIDS.
Oh. That's aggressive.
That's aggressive. I did hear also that Kris Jenner made a comment that, good riddance, OJ's gone. Did she make a shit ton of money with her husband representing him in this case?
Supposedly, conspiracy theorist alert right here.
You got my attention.
Supposedly,
Her
Khloe Kardashian is OJ's.
Well, see, I did.
Kid.
Somebody told me. Somebody also said that Kris tried to warn. What was her name? What was the lady's name that got murdered?
There is a chance.
I forget her name.
There's a chance that OJ and her had the hibbity dibbity going on.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. When your husband's representing you, why wouldn't you fucking?
Yeah, I mean that's why she has
it's
money.
OJ. Yeah, exactly.
Because of that.
I mean, speaking of the Jenner family, the Kardashian group, right? What guys have they not ruined? Everybody they touch. I mean, it starts with Kanye West, but he ruined himself.
Did you say Cayenne West?
Yeah, I did.
He did say Cayenne.
Spicy.
Well, at least I went there. It's spicy. And then you got was it Tyga?
At least you said that one right.
Yeah. And then you got Lamar Odom. Well, he went south quick.
That dude was on crack.
She drove him.
And she drove him to crack though. It was like Whitney Houston. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bobby's like, I never smoked. Come on, Bobby.
You know what?
They used to smoke
Those
together, I believe.
Kardashian girls, they need to take a page. If they want true romance, they need to take a page out of Taylor Swift's book because that girl right there knows how to pick them.
Well, she may know how to pick them, but she can write a fucking book about them too. I'm telling you, the Kelsey boy, if he ever breaks it off with her, he's gonna be shit. Every teenage girl is gonna hear a song about him.
I think they'll get married.
You think?
Yeah, they're pretty close.
I would say
she's closer with him than she has with any of her other ones. Not that I keep up,
How
but
could
I
you
see more
Wait a
pictures.
minute, wait a minute.
I see more pictures.
Michael,
you know that?
How do you know this?
I see pictures. I keep up with shit, man. You know,
You up in the news?
I'm up and up. Well, first off, my wife keeps up with a lot of stuff. She loves the Kardashians.
Yeah.
She does.
I mean, in the ultimate. Sorry,
She used to call them her sisters.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's aggressive.
What? You're not gonna leave, are you? We like you to stick around.
I ain't going nowhere.
And
If
they
anybody
did,
leaves, it's her. Yeah.
the ultimate guy that they ruined was, of course, Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
You know,
They drove him to a complete different sex.
right?
I think it was them.
Yeah.
I
Of
mean,
course.
With that much,
You have that many
estrogen,
girls and that
much
many estrogen.
camera, that much limelight.
You're
going
one
on you.
daughter shy from being Bruce Jenner.
Who, me?
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, no. That's a,
Wow.
That's a beef no for me, dog.
Because you got
No
two
for me.
daughters, and maybe not.
Wow.
Well, it's. I guess it get a little far
This is
fetched.
shots fired. We need a shots fired.
We do need a shot fired.
I think if you really put on a dress like that and go that route, there wasn't going to be much that was going to stand your way. You probably
dude,
do it on
he
a
got
cheeseburger.
woman
like-
of the year.
Yeah, well, that was stupid.
By the way, you just
By the
said,
way, that
and
was
you're
stupid.
correct. He got woman of
Yeah,
the year.
exactly. I mean, he had the biggest set of balls ever in a runner.
I'll put it to you like this: he is the only man that has transformed into woman form
And
that has
profited.
no women tendencies. He doesn't hold his hand a certain. He doesn't. He still walks like a man. If you
Yeah,
see
yeah.
it walks like a man.
He walks like a man
Yeah.
and talks like a man.
Yeah,
The question is, did he do the full
I don't think he did.
surgery?
I'm not
I
sure.
think he's still got bacon bits.
Well, that's got to be a lot of tucking every day. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Or he's not tucking. Since he don't act like a lady, I'm sure that he wears a dress and just lets them hang. What do you think? Maybe we should ask him.
Hey, that's one woman I would not like to see do the Sharon Stone Basic Instinct bit.
No.
Well, didn't he? Yeah, right.
Then
Did he do a Playboy?
Then it looks like Craig in Mexico passed out on the bed, with his ball in between his thighs.
Hey,
Oh,
sometimes a man has to take a nap. You know what I mean?
I feel you, man. I don't nap shame you anymore. I learned,
Well, you got to. It's called recovering.
and you've been a good boy lately. So
I'm always a good boy. I try to stay a good boy. So I mean, OJ, man, that's a decade. Where were you at when OJ was in the chase? Everybody knows where you're at in certain events. 9/11.
I can honestly say I have no clue where I was.
I do
during
not
the
know.
OJ thing.
I was at a Rangers baseball game,
Okay.
and it was me, my dad, my brother. We were sitting right behind home plate, and everybody just panicking. Everybody's like, "What is?" So they put it on every jumbotron, every TV. The game just basically stopped.
For real?
For real. They stopped.
Wow.
They stopped play because they announced this, and and then proceeded to play it for the chase for hours.
To the Jumbotron.
Yeah, to the Jumbotron.
And this is back in the old stadium. It was a shit
Yes,
hole.
yes.
They played it on the Jumbotron at the stadium.
Yes, I swear to you. And then every bar and every concession stand you went to.
See, this world's been messed up for a long time, Nick.
I feel like I was working or something. It was just like I don't have.
It was
time.
like
Well, it was the evening time.
it was the evening. It was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Our
Which,
time.
which means, it was 5 our time?
I was
thinking
at a
it
Rangers game, so and it was a weekday game.
Well, it's rare that they start at 5. It had to have been 7. They're normally 7 o'clock games.
Well,
Which would
then-
be 5 o'clock California time.
yeah,
but
right.
I'm just saying. The
So,
sun
I
was
mean-
still up. The sun was setting as he
Here.
was in his Bronco.
Yes.
No, it was setting there when he
Oh,
was
yeah,
in his
yeah,
Bronco.
you're right.
So it
Infamous
lasted.
white Bronco.
Well, it lasted
white-
for like 2 hours, the chase. But
Yeah, and that's the only chase in L.A. that they've ever beat the black guy at the end of it, right?
Huh?
No,
What?
no.
They didn't beat him.
I know.
He turned himself in.
I know he had to. He got away.
What are you talking about?
Rodney
You talking about Rodney
I was
King?
just making a joke.
That was not a great segue, though.
Do
Like
not touch that.
you got to figure out
Will stay.
you got to figure out a better segue for that. I think. But
Well, I mean, it was the L.A.
It's all
police. Anyways,
all
it's all good. It's all good. Anyways,
this was before the L.A. riots, I think, though. So
I don't
was
think
it?
so.
Was it not? Okay, I could be wrong.
I think it was after.
After the riots,
I think so.
It had to be afterwards.
Rodney King was first.
because I think Rodney King got beat. We could look it up, but I think he got beat up in '90.
Sounds about right.
I don't know.
Or early night, like late '80s.
Late? No,
Maybe.
I think it was '90 because I was in.
91.
Boom.
There you go.
Killed it. Man, I got to get some dampening. Hear me typing on the computer.
Yeah.
I'm heavy-handed. Always.
Well, I learned, or my Google learned, I guess, because I have fat fingers. I never spell anything right, and I just sit there and just type fast. So, like right now, I said, when did Rodney King get beat? And it really typed in, when did Rodney Fring eat?
Hey, I tell
But
you.
it still pulled it up because my Google knows how stupid I am.
I was about to say, if
Just
we
saying.
if
See,
we lost,
Just saying.
if we didn't have spell check on these phones,
Oh,
or,
I'm
dude.
telling you, I'd be lost.
I guarantee you, some words I act like I can pronounce them. I'm making shit up as
Well-
I'm going through.
Well, and the problem is I act like my wife with Google, and even or when it replaced my text, it spells it right. I look at it and I go, it's not right. So then I go to Google
Yeah.
and I end up it's right. But I have trust issues with that. So
Oh, you got trust issues.
guess.
Wow.
How are you with punctuation on
I'm-
text messages?
I'm actually
Terrible.
really good.
I will like stop a sentence, make sure I put a period in it,
I do.
double space after
Now,
the period.
what I'm bad
capitalize
about
every-
is putting the comma on "UR." And I just put "your."
right.
And my niece will wear me out over that. She will respond. It'd be a long, message I send her. I'll get her a "your" with the RE.
Right.
That's all I get back. I'm like, well, thanks. I mean, you read everything else. This is what you respond to.
Stephanie gets me with the there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I'll get people with it.
Commas mean, commas matter. You seen that
Absolutely.
that shirt that says something about, I don't know, I'm not even going to stretch it, but something about my dad loves little boys. And then it's something about, I could say that because my dad's dead, but he didn't really like little boys.
Holy crap! Way to go, Craig.
He gone.
Yep, he gone. Anyways, so
It was his, what was it the other day? His birthday?
it was his birthday, and
Oh,
then
right
April 7th.
Cool.
And then the 30th of this, or May 30th, when his death day,
When he passed here.
where me and Seth are going on a cruise. Not to celebrate just that.
That's a weird way to celebrate.
You're celebrating.
No, we
Thanks,
were,
Dad. And then
Yeah.
my
we
time.
really was. It was just, it just so happened that when I booked the cruise, I was like, it didn't even hit me, and then I looked later, and
He's gonna get all drunk and stand on the end of the boat like Titanic,
Yeah.
and look at the sky with his beer. Dad, you never took me on one of these.
well, I'm definitely gonna throw him in the ocean. I mean, every time I go to the
yeah,
ocean,
you gotta throw him in there.
I throw Dad somewhere. My wife gets a little tin full of his ashes. I chunk it. It's illegal, by the way.
Is it really?
Oh, absolutely. And not only that, I
Well,
do
if you
that.
just put it in a little Ziploc bag and stick it in
you
your
just
pocket.
snitched on yourself.
Well, I don't care. So I put it in these tins, and I actually write my number on it for the off reason that a fish catches it, eats it because he thinks it's bait, A fisherman catches this fish later in life, guts the fish. This thing comes out. It's got my name and everything on there. He calls me and said, "I found your dad." Wouldn't that be weird?
That would be awesome. Though.
Yes, that
That'd
would be
cool.
really weird.
Well, that's why I do it.
With the amount of fish that are in the ocean, if that one was the one,
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be cool.
Honestly,
Yeah,
Nick's going.
I'm gonna try that with Stephanie.
I just can't get behind this. All right?
Well, I mean, like I said, if somebody ever called me,
You ever just open the lid, just dump it over? I mean, that's a lot easier than trying to make a fish catch it and some fisherman later. And
what?
There's a lot of obstacles that have to happen.
right.
It's
I mean,
fine.
it's-
Okay, when
there's a
my
lot of
dad
stuff
when my
has to
dad
happen.
died, he didn't want to be buried. He didn't want to, he's got a memorial site, but there's nothing there. It's just a plaque. So I have his ashes. He wanted to be spread, throughout all the oceans in the world of my travels. So everywhere we go that has an ocean, I pack him up. I put it in his tin, and even the tin's got a laminate over the top of it, so it can't fade away. I write my name and number on there. Hopefully, you never know.
how many of these things do you have? These tins?
I don't know, probably 50,
How many have you put out so far?
probably 25. Dad's urn's getting a little less and less every time.
Right.
Yeah, but like I said, it's just like one scoop.
How much ashes were actually in this? If you were like 4 cups of ashes, if you were to measure it when you first got it,
About
a gallon of ashes.
half a gallon.
That's a lot of ashes.
The urn is probably about the size of a Folgers coffee can, and probably about that size deep too. To be honest with you, a big Folgers, the big one.
So when you finally spread this thing out over the oceans, are you going to throw that away, or just you're not going to throw it away, but you just hang on to that?
The urn.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll probably hang on to it. I mean, I have everything else. I have his lock of his hair. I've got,
Fill it back up with the next dead one.
well, that's kind of weird.
Sorry.
Wow.
Jeez.
Bring your own urn to the funeral home, Dave.
BYOA.
I just need
Bring
two.
your own ashes.
I just need 2 scoops, please. That's weird.
Lord.
I'm just saying,
That was
at
something else.
the off chance, I'm 75 years old, and this guy calls me and says, "Man, I found this thing in a fish that I win a prize." I'm like, "No, you got my dad."
I don't believe fish hang on to stuff like that. They're
Well,
not hoarders.
They can't really shit a large piece of metal. I wouldn't think.
I don't know.
Sharks do it all the time. I mean, you know how many times they found license plates inside of a bull shark's stomach?
7 times.
Yeah, but they don't shit them out. They stays in that belly. They can't digest a license.
Well, that's
plate.
what I'm saying. You catch a fish. Usually, if you catch a fish, you catch it to eat it.
Oh, okay.
They fillet the fish.
Maybe you should put his ashes on a license plate.
Well, that'd be weird.
By the way, is it corrosion proof
Yes,
stainless
it
steel?
is. It is.
All
It's
right.
stainless steel. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason. I
Had to
got
be
it.
in the ocean with salt water, I assume.
It would have to be, and hopefully, you never know. Maybe it's caught quicker than you think. People just there could
If
be.
this happens, we'll do a full 2 episodes on this just happening, because I will be as surprised as anybody.
Well, I mean, it's the whole thought of my dad's out there.
Sure.
He's spread around, so to speak.
Right.
But on an off chance, it'd be a miracle.
Right on.
I'd buy a lottery ticket that day. I might buy 2.
Still lose.
Sounds good.
Still lose. Wow. Anyway,
Have you seen that lottery is up to?
I
It
thought
went
so-
to
I thought
like
somebody just won it.
$1.2 billion. Somebody won it, but they don't know who.
Oh wow. Well, you know how dumb I am when it comes to lottery. I was in.
Excited to hear this.
Just with lottery.
So I was in. They were talking about the mega ball, and I was like, oh yeah, well it's this much in Texas. My brother-in-law, he's an idiot. He's worse than an idiot I am, but he knew this. He goes, it's the same Powerball at every state. I'm like, I did not know that. I thought it was just a Texas deal. I know each state has their own lottery, but I thought that big mega ball, the Powerball, was just us.
No.
Yeah.
What I don't understand.
That's
and
just
That's why nobody in Texas ever wins, because everybody else always does.
See, I don't even pay attention to who
you
wins
can call this a conspiracy or whatever you want to slice on this one.
Here we go.
Oh yeah. Jump on in, grab a jacket. I'm just saying, there is so much money in this Powerball lottery, so on. Thank you. How is it not at least plausible that there is corruption all over?
Oh,
Like,
there's
if you
corruption
get
in everything. There's got to be corruption.
If you're up to $800 million, up to close to $1 billion, and then all of a sudden, it's the drawing happens overnight. The next morning they go, "Oh, somebody in Idaho won it." Who? We can't tell you. When did they claim it? We can't tell you.
No, you're right.
Like you really don't know.
It's where they just they're banking that money.
Oh, they could say that, hey, they took it. Somebody won it in this state, or nobody's came forward.
They could do that the entire time, and we would still not pay back the trillions of dollars we're in debt.
Of course not.
Yeah.
But
you donate to the schools. So
but there was a time they used to do the Powerballs, and they used to do these drawings live on TV, so you could see it when it happens.
No, I agree.
And I that to me just takes a whole lot of possibilities of corruption out of the mix.
But that was just
I
when
I thought you could still go online.
You still can.
Get the drawing.
I don't think you can see it happening.
No, I think you can. The only reason I know this is because I seen a video when I was cashing in a ticket. You have to go a certain amount. You got to go collect it,
Right.
and they were showing a video of the actual drawing. But I still at that time I thought it was a Texas deal. Didn't no clue it was a
Well, they have two of them. One's for Texas only, and then one's for the grouping states that do the lottery also.
Okay.
The big ones, the big
Okay.
Powerball.
Yeah. Anyways, so
I like it a lot.
Are you less likely or more likely to buy a ticket when it goes up higher in value?
I'm not going to buy one. Period.
What is,
At all?
Okay. What is the amount? If you could win the lottery right now, what is not a greedy amount, but still a good amount? What is that number that would end all your troubles? That you could either retire with or work or whatever. What is that magic number? Mine's $2 million. Because I would want to get land. Here's the thing: I wouldn't want to retire yet, so $2 million is probably a little overboard because I'm not that much in debt. So I could get land, build a house on there, and build me a good, $750,000 home, if that even.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just me and her, so I don't
yeah.
need to do all that. But pay off trucks, pay off this house, sell this house. All that, and
But
then
you
still
could
have money in retirement and be able to retire at like 55.
No, I think you would burn through that $1 million quicker than you think. The $2 million quicker than you think.
Well, there wouldn't. By the time I retire, it wouldn't be $2 million. But that's what I'm saying though is
What would be
we
the
would
number?
still work for another 10 years. Like if I had a
yeah.
check today, we'd still work for another 10 years. So it'd be closer to 60, but we wouldn't work past 60. And I think that whatever's left, we could deal with for 5 years until she can collect Social Security and her pension and all that stuff.
I think 5. I
$5
think
million.
I would need 5.
Yeah,
$5 million?
Just
look at his lifestyle.
Well, everybody's a little bit different on that.
Why are we talking about my lifestyle?
If we're talking about me looking
Dirt
at retirement,
bikes.
I can dial back a lot of fun.
Oh no. What I'm saying, if it's money that I've put back or that I'm trying to retire on, I could probably survive with 800,000 retirement. If you look at 401k and the way my checking and savings work, but
I don't work that way.
to be able to be comfortable, like you said, and not have a worry in the world, $5 million would be great. I could pay off everything. I could make sure Seth's got a really good college degree, and I could, I'll invest in the stock market a little bit, put some money back into something.
Already gambling. Did not take him long.
Look, it's been a long time since I've gambled.
Kenny Loggins or Rogers, whichever Kenny.
The gambler.
The gambler?
One was a pitcher, one was a singer. It's
Right.
Kenny Rogers, right?
Yeah, it's Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Loggins was a singer.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
He did the Top Gun theme.
Probably the vinyl's probably right there, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, Kenny Loggins.
Yeah.
So he did the Top Gun thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Danger Zone.
Bum, bam, bam, bam.
I didn't know that at all.
And he also did a song about his most known was the I'm Proud to Be American that usually
Oh,
played
yeah,
during
yeah.
fireworks
Yep,
the 4th of
yep,
July.
yep.
Oh, that was him?
That's where he gets his respect.
Oh, it's Kenny Loggins.
What do we say?
I don't know.
I said Kenny Loggins. I said Kenny Loggins and Kenny Rogers.
I was talking.
Well, Kenny Rogers was also a baseball player. He pitched for the Rangers.
He also had a
We didn't learn shit from our first podcast.
He had a chicken. Didn't he have a chicken restaurant?
Oh,
Kenny Rogers.
he had
I
a
think
what?
so.
Yeah,
He had, yeah. And he was.
It was a the rotisserie style chicken.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Man, there's no Kenny Loggins on here.
He gone.
Let's see his. See.
Islands in the Stream with
I mean, if it's not popping up under his name, then
We'll go to search.
we're looking up Kenny Loggins.
Isn't that bad?
so it's kind of bad.
There it is. Yeah. Oh, he did Footloose too.
Oh, he did do Footloose. Wow.
Foot laws.
Did you say foot loss?
Foot laws.
It's
Well,
di-
I
tribute,
was
to
looking at
tribute to diabetes.
Speaking of our sponsors,
it's the diabetic anthem.
we actually have
We got sponsors, bitch.
Glitter Me Bougie, the best tumblers on the market right now. Come find us at Etsy, Glitter Me Bougie. This episode is brought to you by Henry Power Electric. For all your multifamily electrical needs, it's Henry Power Electric. Contact us at 832-738-5639.
you know what's funny? That's not even a real number. No, I'm joking. It is.
So, does our first check for that come this week? Or
You see this nice equipment that we're talking on?
I need some beer money.
we appreciate it?
Oh, goodness. Nick, what's going on in your world, bro?
I'm just average dad. Go to work, take your kids to practice, go home, try to figure out dinner, go to bed, wait for the weekend.
I'll feel you.
I mean, that
That sounds
sounds
like
so
single
generic
dad.
and boring, but it's what I've done
That's
forever.
That's what we do.
I work hard, but I play hard.
He acts like he don't have no fun.
Right.
I've witnessed.
I have loads of fun. Don't get me wrong.
Dude, last night. How long were you there last night?
It was.
I
believe
plead the
midnight.
fifth.
I believe Midnight made a showing at some point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.
I'm not going to say that.
I was a good boy.
Yes,
Well,
I
we
was
started
a
off
good-
watching the Mavericks. You know how it goes.
Go Mavs.
It was an early.
We're playing the
early
Clippers.
tip off, and then Rangers were in the middle of their game after that closed, so we watched that. And
They
then we
lost
sat
again,
around.
didn't they? Or did they win?
They won.
They won.
I went to bed early. I got shit to do today.
I had shit to do. You know what? I'll sleep when I'm dead. That's just how it's going to be.
This
But as far
dog,
as-
this dog down here is trying to be part of the show.
He's the mascot.
Yeah. The shit show's mascot. His mother destroyed a toy. I got home earlier and there's more foam. It looked like what Rufus did to the plant. Telling you.
Fucking
Destroyed
dog.
it. And I'm going to leave it. My dog didn't do it. Her dog did. So when she comes home tomorrow and sees the fuzz everywhere, I'm probably going to get in trouble because I left it out, but we'll find out.
Do your dogs dig?
Yes, everything.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
to start
no,
digging
no,
random
no.
holes in the backyard?
Only she does. Only Chloe. Boomer doesn't dig.
My dog does it, and the only way I can get it to stop, I used to like cover the hole back up and try to get a rake and all that stuff. Well, then we got to the point where I just started putting turds in the hole. I don't fill them back up. When they dig a hole, I just go reach over there, get a glove out of the garage. I go over there and I put turds in the hole they're digging, and they stop digging it. Now they're going to find other holes, but it stops them from continuing to make a deeper hole.
You're such a millennial. I grab the turd barehanded and just do my business.
Yeah, I'm not doing that either. We all know I'm
Well,
not.
we know why you wouldn't.
Aren't you a caterer? Huh.
Anyways, so now Chloe does not dig just a random hole. Now, when I had a garden, she was digging up the garden, the plants, the peppers, destroying them.
When was this said garden? I've known you how long? I've never seen you have a garden.
Well, I had one.
Was this before you?
No,
met
we
you?
were back. We were together. We were together.
It's practically Little House on the Prairie.
What did you have in that garden? Is that what you made that moonshine with?
No, peppers. Peppers. And it was, see, that's what's happening right there. Anyways, no, I had peppers. And then at one time I had tomatoes. She she ate all the peppers. Even I put the fencing around it. She was reaching that little hand in there and pulling them peppers out. And then she'd have like potting soil all across her face like the Joker every time. And then after she ate all the peppers, she started eating the plants. I don't know. It's the peppers, spicy. She likes it spicy.
Spicy. So
you're
On to the
filling
next
the dog hole full of shit.
Not filling it full, just putting about 3 or 4 little.
So where is this said stash of dog food?
It's all over their yard. They
Dog
poop
shit.
every
Oh,
day.
oh.
you got 2 dogs.
If we try to
Well,
pick it
you
up
was
when I
Well,
can.
you want me to
but
have Boomer Seth bring over boomer shit for you? It's a little bigger. You'd have to use less.
No,
of
I'm
it.
good. I've got a solution. It's just a worse solution, but it's 100% effective.
100.
They just stop digging there.
You should also might work if you their nails keep their nails trimmed. Seriously, that may be why they're digging.
They're digging because they're assholes.
So,
That's why they're digging.
speaking of that, since we're talking about wives,
Wow.
I was talking about a dog.
what do y'all's wives think about this little shindig that we're having?
My wife called me right before and said, "Hey, I know you're about to go on air, and good luck. Call me when you're done. Love you."
My wife said it gave her diarrhea.
Wow.
She got
That's a
diarrhea.
horrible review.
Was it that or the medicine she's taking for the diarrhea? She's having a colonoscopy tomorrow. Have some sympathy, man.
Why do you need a colonoscopy? I'll take you to the bedroom and give her the old.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't know if that's going to show very good test results, but
Yep, she's definitely gonna have a polyp in there.
Yeah, she's gonna have something.
Anyways, and so Dick, I mean,
Yeah. So your wife, she said anything? No.
about this,
Yeah.
and just have fun.
Have fun. Right on.
That was pretty much it.
I think they all want to kind of see where this is going.
We all kind of want to see where it's going.
Yeah. No, it's cool.
I know where it's
I
going.
like it. I mean, I enjoy it. I like it better. So, like they said earlier, this is our second show. The first one you probably won't hear, but we did it. We did it in the garage, and that was the actual first mistake. All the other mistakes we made, those were actual mistakes. But the first mistake we did was have it in the garage. So
Yeah.
we are upstairs in our little man cave. It's not actually a man cave yet, but we are gonna rainbow this thing out.
I can't wait.
We need to get the line going at some point
See-
where we have a phone number to call in.
Oh, so we
He-
do have a phone
he-
number.
We have
The
He's-
number is
He's not listening. I said we're gonna rainbow this room out.
I didn't say anything. I heard it. I heard it.
so
Make a gay joke, don't you?
It's not a gay joke.
until we actually get rolling. We're going to do these every Thursday night. They're going to air Friday at some point. We do have a webpage out there. We also have an email.
emails.
We
I
have a
love
Facebook page,
emails.
The Shit Shows with an S at the end.
Not-
Email us at Craig at theshitshows.com.
You better explain that, by the way, because your name is spelled weird.
Okay,
It is.
CREIG at theshitshows.com. And then you have Nick at theshitshows.com.
You spell that DICK.
Yeah,
Knew that was coming.
with a capital D, you know what I mean?
God,
And then, of course, you have Mike.
such a weak, shallow joke.
It's self-explanatory on that one. But, share your comments, post on the page. You got something you want to ask? We'll
Like and share. Like and share.
like and share for sure. Tell your mama about us.
I don't think.
I don't think my mama
Yeah.
gives a shit about what I'm doing on here. It would take me 2 days to explain to her what a podcast is, much less, what you been doing, son? I'm doing a podcast. Cancel
Man, my
work.
mom is all over. She called me today and she texted me, good luck.
She's such
Thanks,
an
Mom.
awesome.
I think
She's
Rainey
so
had to
amazing.
explain to her what we were doing.
Yeah.
I mean, most likely.
Obviously, I mean that's cool though.
Yeah. They talk every day at 5:00.
Yeah.
Anyways, this thing's gonna roll every Thursday. It'll air on Fridays. Like and share for sure.
Word. Are we going to commercial break?
No, I was thinking about Mama, so I'm playing Mama's song. Mama song. So, McDonald's, California. The raising the minimum wage to $20 an hour. I'm sure everybody's following suit in California,
Yeah.
which is it's all ridiculous. I mean,
So I will start by saying this: when you talk about the minimum wage raise, so with me, when I have people help me out on catering jobs, like I have this weekend, I have a lot of jobs this weekend. So when I have catering jobs, I actually pay them pretty well. I make sure that if I tell them it's 5 or 6 hours, I make sure that they get at least paid for 5 hours. Even if they work 3, they'll get paid. And I do pay them, depending on what they have to do and what's going on, I pay them $20 an hour.
yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't have a problem with
But it's,
raising.
you're paying people to do work that is it's. I'm not saying that McDonald's work is mindless work. What you're having,
It is.
You're having people,
It is. I did it.
You're having people serve and around your customers, so it's a little bit different. You're asking them to dress right. You can only ask a certain McDonald's employee to do certain things.
Well, and that's understandable, but I'm getting to that point. Like, I'm not on the side of fast food workers making $20 an hour because, number one, I'm kind of on the Craig boat on this. Unless it's like chicken nuggets, which is probably the worst thing on the menu, I don't eat McDonald's.
Yeah, I don't. McDonald's is poison. So if you don't know this out there, it's poison.
Well, that's another subject. Anyways,
There goes our sponsor.
So I don't I don't mind if you want to pay them $20 an hour, whatever. But I just want my food hot and fresh and correct when I get it.
Oh, hot and fresh.
That's the problem. When I get my cheeseburger and the cheese is still standing straight, that's not fresh.
No.
The cheese is not melted. Either you got the cheese in the freezer or the burger's cold and you didn't melt the cheese. I want a fucking hot burger.
I got a story about hot and fresh.
That's all I want. I want my food. I tell Stephanie all the time. Stephanie's my wife. We'll figure all that out. I will wait 20 minutes for my food as long as it's fresh.
I hear you.
As long as it's fresh.
I hear you.
I don't want a discount. If you bring me my food and it's fresh, because no one time we're drinking, we're having fun, we're talking, we're all going out together, blah blah blah. So the 20 minutes doesn't really last that long.
Right.
So I don't mind that as long as it's fresh and made right.
Well,
That's
they
the
say
problem
that,
with
that, they said that's the biggest fraud in the world. Well, it can't be the biggest fraud in the world, but it's got to be one of the biggest. Food advertisement.
Oh, no, it is. Yeah, the burger looks nothing like what you see on TV.
It's all propped up.
But that's
It's
all.
not even food you're looking at.
Yeah, yeah,
The
it's-
advertisements
a lot
are
of
all
times
wax
it's-
pieces
yeah,
and artificial something makes it look good.
And they spritz it like before they take
They
the
do
deal.
spray.
And they have.
I tell you.
And I've watched the videos how they use the torch on the meat to get it all nice and hot, and then they record it as a bubbling and shit like that.
When I moved to Houston, we stole a sign from a pizza place.
You mean Mo City?
Yeah, but it was a huge hot and fresh sign. I guess it had to be Little Caesars. Who had the
Yeah,
hot?
Little Caesars. They still have it.
And they did. Well, it didn't work. It didn't work. So we probably just got it out of their trash. But we took it home, put light bulbs in it. Hooked it up. So I had a hot and fresh in my living room. As a 35-year-old man.
For what?
God.
For what?
Well, it was my work apartment. Anyways, we're gonna go to break. We'll get back right to you.
For what?
Glitter Me Bougie, the best tumblers on the market right now. Come find us at Etsy, Glitter Me Bougie.
I was sitting at a bar.
We're right. Way to go, guys. So, this is a great song. I heard this song the other day. It's kind of degrading, but I like it.
Kind of degrading.
Listen to it.
Turn up a little bit and we'll get a couple bars of this.
Chris Kleiber.
Smiled back at me. Knew right then and there that we could be fucking
In the moonlight. It's a good song.
holding each other tight. Her on her knees doing good
things to
things to
me.
me. We both know. Say nothing
Anyways.
to love. Making no promises.
So that's
It's catchy.
that's a song about one night stand.
It's catchy.
That brings us to our sponsor tonight.
I like the girl on her knees thing.
Glitter Me Bougie, the best tumblers on the market right now.
Well, I didn't get a commercial.
Come find us at Etsy.
You had one.
Glitter
You
Me
made me
Bougie.
take it down.
When did I make you take it down?
Well, when I mentioned it, you said, "Oh no!" I was like, "Oh, my bad." You want to hear it?
yeah, I want to hear it.
All right, I gotta find it. It's pretty good though. So,
Why he's finding that.
yeah. Nick,
Hey.
how was your day today?
Got up, went to work.
We're gonna go through this again.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about what we did today. So, but did any of y'all watch the Country Music Awards the other night?
I watched parts of it,
I don't watch it.
not all of it front to back.
You know why? Illuminati is taking over that.
There's no proof of the Illuminati.
Everything is a skeptical. You know, it's just everything is rigged. It feels like.
Well, I do think it's pre-planned. I do agree with that part. But I watch it mainly just for the performance.
I do like
That's
the
what I watch.
performances. I mean,
Even though
you can't-
country music is not country music anymore.
no, it's pop
Yeah.
country. There's some now Tyler Childers. That's some real country still.
It's on the level of being real country.
It's closer than what we, some things we got. I mean, one artist that I would consider country music is Morgan Wallen. That's not really country. That's pop.
It's not country.
That's right. It's country.
I'm sorry. That's
But I
not
do love
country,
some Morgan Wallen.
But I love Morgan Wallen.
Everybody
he-
getting arrested.
That's the one that threw the
Yeah,
chair.
I
and
was
got
gonna say
arrested.
he got arrested, right?
Yes.
This last week.
Yes. He threw some
Have you heard
chairs.
anything more of that?
He got out. I know he's out.
I guess he threw some chairs over a balcony, and there
But
were some cops down below, and that's
Yeah.
where
Yeah, but
the
it
trouble
was
started.
like 20 feet away from the cops, supposedly.
Yeah, but
Allegedly. But they're charging him with a felony.
I'll put it this way: they didn't charge my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law with felony in Mexico when they threw the chairs over the 12th floor balcony. Y'all been to Mexico?
You can buy your way to anything down there.
Look, 12 guys
Really?
showed up in suits at the front door. Natalie opens the door and says, "Look, y'all overserved us at that brunch. It's all y'all's fault.
Good old Natalie.
Go charge." So they made her go pay the bill. She gets down there and it's like $12 American that she had to pay. I mean, it's less than what you spent to get $5 out of the ATM there, Nick.
Word.
Yeah, I was guilty of that.
Yes, but it still he still got a felony charge. 3 felony charges, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember that.
3 chairs.
I try not to watch the news.
No, I think it was like assault and battery to a
2
police
chairs
officer.
and an end table.
The only
2 tables, 2
Two
turntables and a microphone.
I don't really watch the news anymore. The only the closest I get to the news is Nick's conspiracy theories. That's what I have to go
thought
by.
You watched CNN every day
Yeah, I do.
and Fox News at the same time.
I didn't know.
Oh.
That sounds strictly
MSNBC.
MSNBC. Yeah,
Ooh,
that
that's-
one.
That's what you're watching.
I can't even say the name, but
really
yeah,
bad.
whatever.
Manessimus.
Oh, I will not watch Newsmax. That's what I will not watch.
What the fuck is Newsmax?
I've never heard of
Man,
that.
you mother.
No, I
Stop.
really haven't.
Stop.
I've never heard of Newsmax. Now I do follow Truth, social media, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
Nick, you're on the Truth, aren't you?
No.
No.
That's right. Because you're not.
Sounds like I want to get on there though.
You should get on there. It's your president's page. He created his
Well,
own.
it's
after
his
they-
company.
After they kicked him off all the other, platforms.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to it. So, have any of you just ever thought about getting an OnlyFans page?
I never thought of that.
Never.
Never. I mean, I know we kind of talked about it. I'm just saying. I mean, because I did a little research. About this teacher that got fired. Now she's making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I've been looking at the
whatever.
Feet Finder sites.
The feet finders too. And I think there's some money to be made there. We should fart in jars and sell that. We need to get a couple pictures of some really hot chicks and use that as our platform. And hey, we fart in jars for you.
Wait a minute. I might be on this. I like the sound of this part. We're just some dudes farting in a jar and selling it from some
And
chick's
acting like
picture.
we're selling. Yes.
What are we selling in the parking lot of Walmart?
No, dude,
Oh.
there's a site for it. I promise you. This Russian chick was making bukus of money for fart in a jar.
I'll bet it didn't smell like chili dogs though.
Dude, I'm sure. Yeah, that's
We
what ours is going to
we all go to Poncho's for lunch and then just let them rip later.
Raise that flag again.
Raise the flag.
But,
Where's my empanadas, mother?
for real, I mean, I think we could get behind something like that.
I
we
can't
could go
get-
buy a bunch of 99-cent panties, and actually, what happened, Michael? Oh, you want me to turn it up?
I can hear the music. Why?
Oh, yeah.
Are we doing something
it's,
new?
It's playing in the background.
Who's doing something new?
Yeah.
It'd be,
That way it ain't quiet.
Be nice to let everybody else know.
Hey guys, we're gonna do something new. Anyways,
I did not read the minutes of the meeting
So-
last
I
week.
thought he messed up and forgot to push a button. Boom.
So, I think we should, go buy a shit ton of, we can even order them on Amazon or, whatever, a bunch of these cheap panties and say that they're worn panties.
I'm 100% out on this thing.
You're out on it?
Yeah, of course I'm out on
But
this.
you were down for the fart in the jar.
That's different.
That's different.
How's that different, sir?
It's just a fart in a jar.
Well, these are fake panties that you let, you bundle them up and you leave them in your back of your truck for a week.
But just butter them up?
Bundle?
Oh, I thought they said butter them up.
He did say bundle this time. He said it correct. Yeah.
Bundle. I know.
Just dip it in a little mayonnaise and leave it out in the sun for about a day where it gets that translucent, glossy mayonnaise.
That's nasty.
Well,
You're
going here, so I'm just trying to give you some
wasn't
sales
gonna
tactics here.
I wasn't taking it that
I'm
deep.
trying to increase your revenue.
Anyway.
I just walk in the nugget. Yeah, can I get some icing? Yeah. What donut you want? No, I just want the icing.
Yeah, I got you. Anyways,
Did I just sound like Ice Cube there?
a little bit.
No, not no.
You
Not
sounded
that
like, no, definitely didn't sound like Ice Cube.
No.
You do sound like Ice Cube, though, a lot of the time. Especially on, what was that show we did with Kevin Hart? Ride Along?
Yeah.
He's always talking like this. Yeah, that's Mike's tone.
Either they don't know.
Or they don't know.
You
They
hadn't
don't
seen,
show.
you hadn't seen Angry. Angry Mike is where it comes around.
Angry Mike?
Angry Mike.
I see Angry Mike all the time.
Then you've seen
He
Ice
yelled
Cube.
at me one time.
He did?
Yeah.
Yes.
For what?
Dude, I was helping this guy out and delivering food for him. And I get to one location. And look, before I leave,
fake
I
news.
make him box it up to location, right? So there's no mistakes. There's no.
Make sure the right fart's in the
I
right
don't
jar.
need. Yes, I don't need a list of what people are getting because you've already boxed it up for me. I get to my first stop, and I put all the addresses in this thing I have. It's called Cricket or Circuit, and it basically takes you to the nearest house first. Anyways, so I did this. I get to the first house. I leave. He calls me. Goes, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm making deliveries. What are you talking about?" Well, what are you going to do when you get to so-and-so with no macaroni? I'm like, I'm going to give him the macaroni that's in the box. He says, never mind, just bring it all back. And he hangs up on me at this point. And I'm thinking to myself, what a dick. So then he calls me back. No, I call him. I was like, I have your macaroni right here in this box. We sorted it all out. Well, I must have made two. There wasn't no, I'm sorry, Craig.
Why don't you just threaten to start eating the product?
Dude, that'd been pretty good, too.
Hey, if you don't shut up, I'm going to start with the mac and cheese and work my way up to the main course.
Then I hung up on him, that's very childish.
No.
And then he kept calling me, and I
Should've called his mom.
I sent him the voicemail, and then finally I answered. Then I get home, I'm like, I'm not talking to Mike no more. My wife's like, what is going on?
We broke
We
up.
broke up. Anyways, funny.
And I finally called his ass. Like, he finally answered and said, dude, are you really, like, not taking my calls?
And I was just telling my wife how mad I was at him. But I was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all are a couple girls. Break up, get mad, get back together.
Nick,
Just wait, Nick.
just wait. Wait till you feel the love for us that we feel for you.
Yeah.
That went south.
Brother love.
Good.
Speaking of
Well,
Amazon,
if you want to break up, just talk to OJ. He knows how to do this right.
oh, he does.
Boom.
He
He is,
did.
he is back with his wife though. They're on the hen, So speaking of Amazon, you were talking earlier that you think Amazon is too big.
Let's
The,
go.
idea, the idea of Amazon is awesome. We all buy from it. We all get the box from it. We all keep going back to it because it's convenient, it's easy, and generally has the better price of what you can find most places. Not everything, but it's so big. You're controlling the market at this point.
Oh yes, 100% he is. But can you remember? I know Mike doesn't order from Amazon very often. You probably don't either.
Not often.
I'm a daily shopper, so I can only imagine. I can't imagine what it was like before to get stuff or have to get a catalog, open up a catalog to find this part number, or search it on the internet and still order it from that shop. And it may take 3-4 weeks to get.
True that.
Good.
Now you can have a whole bunch of panties or even a whole bunch of jars overnighted.
There was a lot more patience when I was growing up. And I say when I'm 50, so at my age in the mid 80s, I was 12 years old in 85. So that there was no internet, there was no Amazon,
Right,
of course, no phones. That was before beepers even.
Even worse than that. I mean, to go somewhere to order something, you had to have the catalog.
Yeah. But everybody knew that. And so you only bought things that you kind of really needed. You didn't just go randomly buy crap
Like I do.
yeah, like a lot of people do. I mean, honestly.
You went down to the Levines.
But that's why I have a garage full of shit, that you may need it one day.
I think I'm going to start selling our stuff. I'm going to have like secret garage sales. And that way my wife can just keep buying shit and I'll just keep selling it.
Well, we have come to terms that I'm a hoarder, a little bit, tad bit. I told my wife, I was like, I'm going to take these tires, and put them in the storage. She goes, you ever going to use them again? I'm like, no, the golf cart's lifted up. I don't need them. Then why are you saving them? I'm like, good point. I think I'll gift them to my friends or just put them on the curb, say for free, But
They wouldn't have lasted 1 second to stick those on the curb for free.
Well, I agree. I just wanted them out of my garage.
Right.
So I'm actually taking a turn for the good, I'm being a good boy.
You did one thing.
No.
Calm down.
I took
Hold the champagne. You did one thing. I've seen your garage.
Oh, shut up.
Well, I'm just saying, if you know anybody selling some bicycles, I'm looking for a couple of bicycles.
I got a couple bicycles. I have 2 of them in my garage. I've been hanging there since the pandemic. I'd say 2.5 years and been ridden twice, and both times were me.
China.
Why'd you buy them?
China.
I got them for
Free
my
on the
wife.
side of a curb, didn't you?
No, I got one of them free on the side of the curb, but my wife wanted one, so I wanted to buy her a new nice one. I bet she hadn't rode it twice.
Yeah.
Ever.
They don't do that. Anyways. So Amazon being too big, I could see them actually
The fact that you could get some the same day
same day is unreal.
is unreal to me.
Because you could click
Certain
a button.
things.
You could click a button. It'll tell you everything you can get same day. It's amazing.
And that's what he shops for. Well, if I can get it today, boop, bye. Boop, bye.
Dude, you just looked up my random Google. Let's just see.
There's going to be a point at which you're going to jump in the shower and you go to brush your teeth like, oh, I'm out of toothpaste. You'll have toothpaste at your door before you get out of the shower.
Oh, yeah.
We're
Look here.
we're turning into all those cartoons they talk about in the future where everybody's just lazy and they just roll around on these little trike things.
Look at my just random search history of Amazon. This is actually stuff I've bought.
Yeah, exactly.
There's that doggle we lost.
Is it speaker?
Everybody can see this.
No. That's what I'm getting at. You got to talk about how funny it is.
Oh,
We can edit this shit out.
Yeah. No, it's funny. It's funny stuff. I mean, this was since April 3rd. Look, I got new lights for the field.
for the field.
You look
Because
like
motherfuckers keep running over
This
our
looks
shit.
like the search history of an unemployed mechanic.
This is not search history. This is purchase history. So, there's our setup.
We're going to come across some adult shit, aren't we?
Let's see. Let's scroll down.
Pocket.
Let's see how far we have to go before we get
What's
to the
a
adult.
pocket pussy?
Pocket
Before we get to that,
Boonanny.
let's see here.
Pocket Boonanny.
Is it next to the adhesive? Well, that's weird.
Does it make a...
It does spin and vibrate. And look,
There it is.
No, that's the knee.
Still, hey, was that a Trojan?
No. Oh, yeah, it was Trojan for Seth. Seth is my
I know you people listening
semi-adult child.
don't know what's going on, but just know that
Seth
It's-
needs to cut that shit
this
out.
random stuff
He
is
does.
so funny.
It is. It's just, I mean, look, that's just the last 30 days. Anyways, my search history,
That was for Seth.
my purchase history is, that was just the last 3 months. Oh, it gets bad. Anyways, my wife does this. She shops quite a bit on Amazon, but it's for her work. Her side business she have. If you've heard, it's Glitter Me Bougie.
Really, I couldn't tell by the commercial.
They're on Etsy.
The best. If you got a whole lot of tumblers, you need to get rid of them.
Yeah, because they're shit. Her epoxy tumblers are hands down the best on the market. They're cheap, not cheap made, just cheap. You can put them in the dishwasher. She'll tell you can't, but I'm telling you can. Anyway,
I'm telling you. Hey, what's
if you didn't know what we're talking about, here's her ad.
Glitter me bougie. the best tumblers on the market right now. Come find us at Etsy. Glitter Me Bougie.
Bougie spelled Boujee, by the way.
Does it have to have that little thing at the top of the E?
No, it doesn't. That's just the bougie part of it.
All right, cool.
Anyways, back to what we were talking about.
Right on.
Nick and trying to sell bicycles. You should put it on Facebook Marketplace.
For what do you sell a bicycle for? That's
$1.
exactly.
You look how much they're worth, and then
Nope.
you charge them like $25.
You don't do that. You just put OBO. $20 OBO. Or best offer.
I'm like more like a buy one get one free.
Yeah, I thought it was OBGYN or some shit like that.
What? LBGQ? What?
OBGYN.
Oh, yeah. I know. I got a funny story about
woman
when-
doctor stuff.
I know. I took Seth one time when he was getting a physical, and he was sitting in the chair, and I told him, "Hey, you gotta have to put your legs in these stirrups." He's probably 6, so he's got. I pulled him out. He's got his legs up in these stirrups, and the nurse walks in. She goes, "What are you doing?" Seth looks at me, and like he always does, and gives me that look of, "Really, Dad? This is what you're making me do at 6?" And then I had to explain to him what they were, which was pretty difficult. Anyways, talking about OBGYNs.
Oh. Okay.
Wow. That was a stretch. How come no one hit me with the wand?
We didn't want to attack y'all at once.
I think if I close my eyes, I pictured Nick telling that story. That's how long it was.
Oh. Anyways.
So I have something to say before I forget because I got a very short memory, and I'm short. The Chick-fil-A. Have you heard the thing about the Chick-fil-A sandwiches? I'm not a big Chick-fil-A person, but it's a big thing. That and Raising Cane's both have no flavor. They're terrible to me. Whatever.
That's a lie.
Chick-fil-A is probably the best chicken sandwich there is on the
Do you know how many chemicals is in that sandwich? It's like 50 chemicals in that
I'm sure.
sandwich.
I watched the documentary on Chick-fil-A.
Popeye sandwich has less.
Yeah, but when are you going to find a Popeyes open?
Well, if you go to the one in Rockwall, then they're pretty good. But the one out there in Roy City is terrible. There goes our sponsor.
There goes our sponsor.
That's got to be
Come
your
on,
bit.
Taco Casa.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, this is brought to you by Taco Casa.
And Mike's Hard Seltzer.
Mike's Hard Seltzer, you know,
God rest her soul.
I drove around for almost 2 hours yesterday. Thanks, Nick. You were supposed to go to West Plano for me.
Good job, Nick.
So, to pick up the last 7 12-packs of Mike's in the area at every Total Wine from here to Fort Worth. Pretty crazy.
That's a haul.
It's a bit nuts.
But
I did drive. So I went from yesterday. I went from the hospital to Casalinda, which is 20 minutes away. But I managed to snag 3 boxes. So that's my.
I did hit the jackpot. I mean, I went into one place.
Yeah, you got the blue ribbon.
Yeah.
you won.
Well, I was saying, I went in there one place, expected to only find 2. I found the third one. I'm like, oh, maybe they got some in the back, you know. But no, the lady didn't even know they were discontinued. She's like, we still have some on order. I'm like, well, you're not getting them, you know.
They're on order.
I showed her the email from Mike's that, you know, they sent me. Maybe she's just getting the sugar-free ones that now I'm drinking. They're not bad. I mean, if you close your eyes and you think really hard, you never know the difference.
Really hard.
It sounds like a terrible drink at that point.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's terrible.
So I was thinking the other day about the earlier in the week we had the eclipse going, of course,
Yeah.
and it starts making you look at the stars, and you know, I did see a couple stars during that, but we used to look at the stars when I was younger and start thinking about what else is out there, what's beyond all that, and then you start thinking about the aliens. It's like, could we really be the only people, the only thing out there?
Flat Earth.
No, dude, we're not.
No. I'm not
already
a flat.
proved
I don't understand how the flat earther can stick to the story.
they're an idiot.
Yeah.
Flat earther is someone
Well, that's a generalization.
That is okay. A flat earther is someone that is
Dumb as
ran out of shit to complain about and found the one thing that
You could almost not disprove.
right.
Unless you just, if somebody just came up with a video of some dude just walking to the edge of the earth and like, here it is.
Right.
This is the end of it.
Well, they
It's
also
flat.
the flat earthers also say we live in a dome. You know the what's that? It's in the Bible too. Talking about the sphere.
The Biodome with Brendan Fraser?
No, that was a pretty good movie. Or The Simpsons. That
The
don't
Simpsons,
know.
they called that bit.
No, they have something that the flat earthers. That's why they say that our rockets go only so far. They permanent. I don't know. Anyways, flat earthers are pretty much stupid.
Maybe that's why the space shuttle blew up back when I was a kid. It just ran into the ceiling
Well, that's Head and Shoulders all over
like
the
a
place.
parrot and a fan blade.
Well, you talking about the one that come across Texas?
Tom
that
Hanks been.
disintegrated, or the one that blew up on the shore?
What, the parrot?
No, the space shuttle. Anyways,
Yeah, back when I was about 13. It was
that's when the teacher went up.
86. Yes,
We're all sitting around the classroom.
Krista McCullough was her name.
They were broadcasting it in every school because there was a teacher
Yeah.
involved, and it fucker blew up, dude.
Space shuttle challenge.
They were like, "Oh, everybody
Challenger.
gets to go home today. Everybody's leaving early."
My science teacher was balling. She was,
Yeah,
she was
it
freaked
was-
out about that.
and then all the jokes about afterwards, It's pretty
Oh
cra-
my
it was
lord,
crazy.
they were so.
About the Head and Shoulders all over the beach.
It's harsh.
See, I wasn't going to do that.
You
Well-
weren't going there?
Well, there is a bunch. I was a kid when this going on, and you just hear jokes.
Yeah, and you told them,
Oh yeah,
always. But I think I do. I know there's aliens for a fact.
you know for a fact.
Oh yeah. Who do you think built these pyramids?
Okay.
Who do you think did some of the things that they proven? We could barely build a wall today, but they built a pyramid that
a whole
is
bit.
on point, that is lined up perfectly with certain stars, and do we think we did that? The Egyptians did that?
You know, there's pyramids in Mexico,
Yeah. Well, yes,
in South America.
But I'm talking about the ones in Giza or Goza.
You know why? You know why they don't talk about the ones in South America?
Why?
Because they know who built those.
Yes, the Mayans.
No, Mexicans.
Jesus Christ!
They will do a job and handle.
Boom.
Hey,
And when
speaking
somebody
of,
looks at that, they go, "Yeah, they built it.
Yep.
Yeah, they're good."
yeah, you can tell,
But Egypt, look at this.
Yeah.
dude. They're all lined up, synced together. I mean, look at that. The Sphinx, the man, half dog. How do you carve that with a chisel? Dude,
Don't know.
that's some pretty insane stuff. I know we're not alone. For some reason, they've left us. That you don't hear about as many sightings now as you used to hear about. Everybody thought it was just some white trash redneck.
What, did you see the one in Arlington during the eclipse? The video of that one?
I did not.
You didn't.
No.
There was a supposedly
Was
in
it on
Arlington.
TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've learned. A good friend of mine told me not to believe everything I see on TikTok.
Well, I believe me, I don't believe it. I'm bringing it up to y'all to see if y'all dumbasses
Now-
believe it.
Now, I will say the pilots that seen this jelly bean looking thing go under the ocean and travel Mach speed, I believe them. I mean, I really do.
You believe in the Bermuda Triangle?
No, I think some people just wasn't paying attention and got lost there.
All at the same time, the same place.
Well, it's a vast
Triggered.
It is a vast open.
It's not like
water.
it's a bridge.
Oh, speaking of bridges,
But
I think,
Okay, do you think that bridge was real?
yes.
Do you think that it was accident?
No, I think Joe Biden had him hit it to
here we go.
draw off the attention on him. Of course.
Joe Biden hit it.
No.
Those were your words. Hold on. No, we're sticking with that.
I think Joe Biden's people had it hit. But then again, if Joe Biden was driving, it explains a lot more, doesn't it?
Well, there was a thought, and I haven't jumped. There's theories on this, but I've got to do a little more information on it. From what I understand,
Do you
is
do information on your conspiracy theories?
yes,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I mean, it's not a conspiracy theory necessarily, but I mean, I don't just attach somebody says something and go, oh, I'm just going to believe that.
Okay.
But if it's feasible, I want to look more into it. And apparently, Joe Biden, right after the crash of the bridge, had announced that they were going to pay for the bridge,
No,
the
he did say that.
reconstruction.
You did say that.
Okay.
Well, he has to.
When I'm driving around my car, I have to have insurance.
Yeah, but
These boats and these freight haulers have insurance. There's this. If you have presidents step up and say, I'll pay for it, guess what? You don't have to have an investigation for the
here-
insurance company.
yes, here's what I. Oh, that is
No
conspiracy theory. What do
investigation.
you think about that side of
You
it?
don't have to start looking for the culprit.
But what I was,
If there is.
I
that
think he
make
stepped
sense?
up and said we're going to pay for it because, as you know, insurance companies are slow to pay. If we're waiting on these third world countries' insurances,
But
to
if
pay
an
this,
insurance company has to fork the bill for however many billions of dollars to fix this thing, there's going to be an investigation of what happened.
so you think we're just the government's going to pay for it?
Well, if you
American
do,
people?
then there doesn't have to be an investigation.
That's why they have all these congressional meetings. You can't even say
All these
shit.
people we trust up there in the suits.
Yes, you can't do nothing without being in a, if it reminds me back when they would drag you in there because they thought you were a communist, back in the days. Of course it was well before we were born, but if you listen to a certain, music, they thought you were communist, so Congress would bring you in there and drill you. I don't remember all those.
That's back when you can smoke in the courtroom.
And on airplanes.
Yeah, and on airplanes.
Yeah, that's true.
Why all of a sudden now the smoke affects the airplanes? We got better technology. You would think that. Believe me, I don't want to be on a plane with smoking cigarettes.
That's the reason
But I'm
I
just
do it.
saying.
That is the number.
I think
Well, then
we've
have
been
us all
slowly-
smoking flight then for people that want to smoke it up.
That's true. I
Well,
think
then you just have people over smoking it.
they would take
They
a mile.
go through a half a pack going from here to Houston just to do it. And the whole thing, it would just be a giant cloud of nicotine.
like it used to be. But then again, before, when you could smoke on planes, there was probably only like 4 seats per every 5 feet. They had chairs that actually, with tables between
That was
them.
back when people used to actually dress up to go on planes instead
Yes.
of going on with their Crocs and pajama pants.
Pajama pants. That's what I got my wife for Christmas T-shirt.
Well,
She was really pissed off.
You would think that you would still want to dress up to go on an airplane because it'll cost you for 2 people $1,500 to go fly somewhere.
Right?
No,
Well, spend that
I
kind of
agree.
money, I might as well dress up for it.
I'm gonna put my Sunday best on.
Because when back then, when you did travel, it was a big thing.
Sure.
It might not have cost as much, but back then that pricing, I'm sure it was very expensive.
But what's the difference now? Because here's the thing: if you go somewhere and you don't consider, unless it's for work or to go see your in-laws or some crap, it's still a big thing. Every time I fly, it's a big thing. I don't care if
Have
I'm
you been
going
on
to
Spirit Airlines lately?
Yeah, not lately.
Not
but
a big thing.
There goes our
That's about
sponsor.
$68 and
There
a good
goes
fight.
our-
Listen, I picked a flight from Miami to Dallas, and I flew there American. Coming home, it was
You were
Spirit.
Chinese,
Dude, when I get on this plane,
Cuban.
I swear to you, if there was 10 or there was 20 children under the age of 2,
hey, puppy.
all of them crying. So I'm sitting there by myself.
Don't talk about the migrants like that.
I'm sitting by myself, and I see these 2. I would say they're Arabic descent. They had the
Like Saudi?
they had the the scarf and stuff, and they stunk. So they come down, and I'm like, please don't sit next to me. Please don't sit next to me. She sits next to me. She has 2 lap children. They don't have their own chair. They're lap children on a Spirit. Halfway fly up, she gets
How big are these lap children's?
2 years old, and one had to be 8 months.
Had a probation officer.
Were they just like sitting in a diaper on her lap?
Yes, lap children. So the lady or the flight stewards come in and say, look, we only have 4 oxygen right here. One of your kids got to go. The lady hands it off to, I guess, her uncle. There was a row behind us. So I only got stuck with 1 lap child. It was the worst Spirit air flight I've ever taken. My only air flight I've ever taken in Spirit. I'll never do it again. Never.
He's 100% for Spirit.
100% I will never do it again.
So elaborate a little bit on this. What was
No, I'm saying you're 100% bad flights with Spirit.
It's terrible.
it the smell? Was it the kid crying? Was it
Oh,
the kid throw up on you? I mean,
You know how he gets. He
you
starts
said it was just the
gagging and
worst
shit.
ever. I mean,
It was all that. Plus, I went to fold out my my no no that's definitely not something we want to do.
That's
Anyways,
disrespectful.
my table tray,
it's on Spirit though. It's all right.
and it looked like it was folded out. It was about the size of a birthday card envelope, about that size, and it's flimsy. I'm like, what the fuck? Am I going to set my drink on this? And of course, drinks are reasonable price, but there's no alcohol or nothing in them. I couldn't taste any, anyways. But it was a terrible flight.
Well, they use mini bottles, so it's not like they pour from a full bottle.
Well, still,
So what was on the Spirit? It was like Old English and Hennessy shots.
No, I had Tito's, but
Dos Equis.
they have Dos Equis, But and then my AirPods die halfway through the flight, so now I don't have anything to listen to. I downloaded. They had Wi-Fi. Paid $18 for their Wi-Fi, which was shitty. Like
Only,
the
By the way,
flight.
for $18, you could have got another seat next to you and made it empty.
only white folk will pay $18 for some Wi-Fi.
So, but
That is true, I think.
But then my phone dies, and so I have
Guilty.
to listen to all this go down next to me, and the kid is not happy. And of course, as it gets below, certain levels, their ears pop, and they don't know how to pop their ears, so they cry or shit themselves. I think they shit themselves when they got on the plane.
Wow.
It was
It's all or nothing.
I wanted them to take a bath. I was like,
all or
maybe
nothing.
you should hit the restroom, but then again, it is a Spirit flight. There's probably nothing in that restroom for them to wipe down with.
Probably.
Anyways, how did we get on the Spirit? The spirit of it.
Yeah.
I don't remember now. I'm still stuck.
Anyways, so aliens.
Yeah.
I think they're out there.
Okay. And if there is, great. I just need proof. This is where, I get poked on about your conspiracy theories. I'm like, okay, well, maybe there is, but show me evidence. Show me something.
You think the
It's
government
like,
tried to hide this for years, and now we're talking about it?
it's like Sasquatch. Everybody that tries to
No,
shoot
that's
video of
I
an
call that
alien,
bullshit.
everybody tries to do video of an alien is doing it on a flip phone from 1992. What? Look at our phones. Can we get some clear footage here of something?
Look, they just now admitted there was an Area 51 like 10 years ago.
No, it was
That's been there
admitted.
a long time.
Yeah, like 94, I think it was.
Yeah.
Independence Day, they said
Well,
it was.
no, before
I
that.
should have been at a barbecue.
There was that old movie like from the 70s.
That was fake. That was a fake
That
one.
was a fake movie.
Yeah. Independence Day is a real
Yes,
alien
a
movie.
real alien
it happened.
movie.
I believe that it
Before
happened.
that.
He was there. You
No,
didn't see it?
that's what I'm telling you. That's the real one. All the other ones are fake.
Yes.
All of them.
All of them.
Independence Day. is the
Yes.
real
I have to agree with you on this. No?
one. He's
No.
not-
It was not a movie. It was an actual. They were filming that live.
Yeah,
I seen it.
I seen it.
That was a movie.
Was it?
Yeah, Close Encounters.
Ooh,
Oh,
see?
of the third kind.
Of
That
the
was
third
Area
kind?
51.
I know, but that was actually a
That's a
fake
long
movie.
time ago. What?
A fake movie.
They filmed it in a studio.
Yes, just like the moon landing.
I'm aware, but it was about Area
Do you think the
51.
moon landing was real?
Boom, boom, boom.
You know what? I grew up thinking that,
So did I.
but I also grew up with 9 planets. So that's a different era, apparently.
But
now.
then, they got rid of old Pluto. Wasn't it Pluto?
You know what? I'm not going with that. There's 9 planets in my heart. There will always be 9 planets. Screw that.
Anyways, all I know is it took us. We got to the moon in record time. We beat the Russians. That's the whole part right there.
It was a contest.
We beat the Russians there, but then we haven't been back in 60 years.
Something like that.
That's insane. That tells me right there that it's harder to get to the moon and land on the moon than they're willing to bet on. Then again, did you not see not too long ago where the Indians, not feather like I am, the dot, they landed one on the moon? Did you see the footage of that?
No.
Oh, keep talking. I'm gonna find it. You're gonna laugh so much.
See what you started thinking. This is your doing. Just saying. Just trying to keep it 100 with you.
I'm picturing the inside of this thing looking like a 7-Eleven. It's just like bags of chips over here and some candy and some cigarettes up there.
I tell you what, I've been in many 7-Elevens, and I'm seeing a lot more of y'all's cousins working at the 7-Elevens nowadays.
No,
Good job.
stay out of Mesquite. Watch this video, guys. If you hadn't look at that, that's a true video, bro. This is what they put out there as the Indian landing on the moon, bro. At least we shot our shit in a backdrop, and look at that. That's the shuttle.
Like,
This is a
CGI.
true thing, bro.
Wow.
I want you to look at that.
This is also on The Guardian. So
Still landing?
there's that.
It's still, I know it's on every look. He's proud. Look at him. Habu had just won the lottery. Anyways, if you have not looked up the Indian moon landing,
World.
you need to look it up. It is very inspirational.
Look, that guy holds his flag like
Look.
Trump holds his water bottle.
No, he doesn't. Anyways, we're not going to talk politics. So, looking up the average money made from an OnlyFans page, right? They said the average person only has 23 subscribers and only brings home $115 a month. But you have on the other side where people are making $100,000 a month.
Oh yeah.
Just on Snoop Dogg, I think he's bringing home anywhere from $2 million a year on OnlyFans. He has an OnlyFans page.
What's he doing on OnlyFans?
Look, it's not all about sex.
Are you sure?
I've got one, and you know what? I've never been able to upload on it because me and my wife had a discussion about it, and
You have an OnlyFans?
yeah, it's Jimmy Short Dick. Look it up; it's there.
What short dick?
Yeah, it was.
That'll be easy to remember.
Yeah, look it up.
I'm not going to look that up.
Well, there's no video.
Give
There's
me the facts.
There's
Nick's
nothing
looking
there.
it up right now.
There's nothing there. I was gonna surprise my wife with some additional income coming in.
Surprise!
And we discussed it, and we both agreed that it's not something we should do. So we left. Anyways,
But it's not all sex, right? So you could just do something crazy.
I
like
agree.
you could flip golf carts and make money off that
but I do flip golf carts.
for free. I'm saying you
I
can
don't
make
think you
money.
need to log in and subscribe to an OnlyFans for a monthly subscription to watch somebody flip a golf cart. You can do that on
Well, I mean,
TikTok.
What if he's
There's-
naked?
there are
What
several-
if he's naked when he flips?
There's several influencers that have OnlyFans page to where they do cooking shows, they do all kinds of stupid shit, and you pay to watch it. It's not all about sex.
why would you pay to watch that?
I'm starting.
Why would you?
OnlyFans.
I don't expect anybody to pay to listen to this.
Well, we're really kind of hoping so because our sponsors are dropping like flies.
Yeah. What? OJ was our sponsor?
Oh, Lord.
Sunny Delight was, and they're gone. Anyways, OnlyFans, the average person, $115.
No. Let's not just skip past this.
Brought to you by the Ford Bronco.
Yeah. What were you planning on? So if your wife would have been like, "Yeah, bro, let's do this,"
We're gonna go there.
what were you gonna do?
Well, I don't know.
Were you ready to go all the way?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Fuck, I was gonna masturbate in different locations and
He
post
needs
it.
he needs a fluffer.
Yeah, no wonder
needs
she
a-
was not on board with it.
Well, that wasn't gonna be my first idea. guys.
money.
Yeah.
at all.
It's all about masturbating.
That wasn't my first idea. I was gonna go with it was gonna involve both of us. But
No, she made the right move.
shit.
Definitely.
Hey, that's a no for her, dog.
Yeah. For those reasons, I'm out.
Anyway, so average for $4,900 a year is what the annual OnlyFans person makes. Average. That's $5,000.
Once again,
extra money.
Rewind. What are some of the places you said you were gonna randomly like on a bus, on a golf cart?
No,
like-
that's public indecency.
okay. Well, that's
don't
what
know.
I'm asking.
Certain bathrooms, average, whatever. I don't know. I didn't think it all the way through. You know what I mean?
I feel like if we leave, he might start doing it right here.
No, well,
It's like
you
just
never
another
know.
story for him.
You never know. If it's,
Did you ever get any followers?
No, I did. I didn't. I created a follower and I was told to
This is your
remove it.
best friend sitting right here. He's not even following your OnlyFans.
Well, he knows who did. He's not even mentioning it.
Because he's afraid a dick's going to pop up
Anyway.
any moment.
Anyway, did you open that video?
Hey, that's not my microphone.
Hey, did you open that video my brother sent?
That was terrible.
I haven't. No.
Guy chopped his penis off with a grinder. I told my brother, don't ever send me some shit like that again.
A grinder?
A grinder, a DeWalt grinder, takes it off. And it looked real.
Hey, it's a good commercial for DeWalt.
That's a terrible commercial to do.
Or transgender, you know what I mean?
Old Milwaukee can't do this. Look, I'm gonna shake my dick off.
At first, I thought it was a Bud Light commercial.
Bud Light commercial. Anyways, the foot finders, though. Foot finders are average $700 to $1,000 a month. Average. One lady makes $40,000 a month.
I wonder if anybody has a fetish for athlete's foot because I can make money.
Dude, I've seen you get your fucking feet grind. Dude,
I have terrible feet.
it is.
And I'm telling you, I could go.
I've never seen so much
I could put,
scrapings
I put
in my
lotion every day, but I just developed that stuff on my feet. It's gross. That's why I wear socks with sandals. Call it what you want.
They look like mozzarella cheese, shredded mozzarella cheese.
That's terrible.
But Thu, she's amazing though. She
Dude. Thu.
Thu, you know.
That's the girl that does our feet.
Thu?
Thu.
Yeah.
THU.
Yeah.
I told her I was going to take her home with me. She goes, "Oh, I eat too much." And I'm like, I was kind of open on that.
You put that on your OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Look, ever been milked?
No.
Yeah.
That's a strong no.
I almost built a milking table. You know what that is?
Yes, unfortunately, I know what that is.
My wife was not down for that either, though.
I can see why.
Well, I was going to build it just with a table with a hole in the middle of it. I was going to tell her what the hole was for.
So
And
when
then-
did you tell her? After you
Dude,
said, "Hey, come look at this."
So first off, is it a fold table? Because dude,
That'd never
if
go.
that thing snapped,
Oh, no, I would know. Because who's going to be underneath it? You know, I'd crush my wife.
yeah, you just need to get a regular 6-foot table.
How about I just don't do it? You can still be milked without using a table.
And then you also have to remember the width, the thickness of the,
You just call
the
me fat.
table. No, the thickness of the table.
I think you just called me
because
fat.
no, because
he's
you
calling
don't,
you fat. It's
you,
still calling.
you don't want the table like this one is like
Oh, you
2 inches.
You saying I'm short?
Yeah, because then you won't be able to fit it all
No.
the way through.
You know what I would do there? I would definitely get a 2-inch thick table
Yeah,
and then cut a big hole there in the middle
a big hole.
and put some balsa wood right there. You know what I mean? That way I'm girthy all the way through. You know, that's when I see some of these glory holes. I'm like, wow.
Whoa! When's the last time you been to the glory hole?
Have you seen glory holes?
No, I'm not personally. No, I've never
Okay,
seen
I've
one.
never either.
Really?
Where am I going to see one at? Where am I really going to see one at?
Me and the guys were playing around at the shop. You know?
I checked into a holiday weekend last weekend, and our bathroom had a hole in the wall.
Hey, guess what? We were at Craig's wedding, and I drilled a hole while they was taking their wedding picture. I stuck my dick through it.
That's weird. Anyways, so the lingo. I think we all just went blank there.
No, you said the lingo.
Oh, the lingo. So I was looking up because everybody calls us swingers. Everybody in the neighborhood accuses us of all being swingers just because we're a clique, we're friends, we always go to places together.
Who's accusing us of that?
Everybody,
Oh,
trust me.
I'm going to have a talk with everybody.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on my OnlyFans.
am I wrong? Am I wrong? I mean, I've heard it more than once.
I have never heard it, but
Well,
I think people click with the people they click with, and I'm happy for everybody that has a friend.
so I was googling, you know,
But,
just some
but
of the.
you have a friend in me. Just know that.
Oh,
I wasn't talking to you, motherfucker. Don't mind looking at me all sweet and stuff.
that's a good song on Toy Story.
You got a friend in me.
Anyway, some of the lingo for swingers is called soft swap. You know what that is?
no.
It's like where you don't want to go full on
Sex?
swinging. You're just like playing around. And then they have a full swap, and that's where you're completely just cuckling somebody else's wife, you know. But I'm just saying, if you ever say, "Hey, you look like a bull," they're thinking of you as a swinger.
That's something I can never get into that.
The bull?
In it, the swing, the whole, all
Oh,
of it.
absolutely not. No, I get jealous. You know, I'm not really jealous, but I'm a shy guy.
I don't want some dude banging my wife.
Oh, there's that too. I don't want that either.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump right to the main.
That's kind of the
shit.
most important
Go on
part,
here.
you know.
Anyways, so we're gonna end this second episode, which is really the first episode on a good night. Yeah, are we good?
Yeah.
I like it. You all need to tune in, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Tomorrow it will be uploaded on Apple, Google, Pandora, Spotify, and I also put a post in our Facebook page to the link to the podcast.
Right on.
All right,
Daddy like.
the shit shows is out.
Out.
Peace out.
Glitter Me Bougie, the best tumblers on the market right now. Come find us at Etsy, Glitter Me Bougie.